Thanks for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen without adverts, read episode transcripts, or listen to extra bonus episodes, please check the description for more details. I've woken up rather early this morning. I got up at around 4:30, but I didn't set an alarm clock or anything like that. I was woken up by an earthquake. It wasn't such a big earthquake, or the effects of it weren't so big where I am. I think it was about like a level 2 or 3, but I'm quite high up. So because the building is so tall, I think it sways a bit more because of the earthquake. So yeah, I felt it quite a bit, and some of like the doors were rattling a bit, like shaking a bit, and making a rattling sound in the flat. So it was, I don't know if I found it scary because I was like half asleep when it was happening, and I don't know, I wasn't able to properly process what was going on. Like, I knew it was an earthquake, but I sort of, like in a bit of a dream, I was like in a bit of a dream-like state at the same time. So, I don't know, I just felt like, oh, it's only going to be a small one, But then sometimes the big ones start off small. So I don't know why I thought that. Something to do with the fact that I was sort of like half asleep, maybe. Like I just felt like not so bothered about it. But then again, that's not the first one that I've felt since I've been living in Japan for, for 4 months now, over 4 months. I think I felt 2 before that. Yeah, like one woke me up, and I think I always wake up when there's an earthquake, even small ones. One woke me up, and I thought, I'm not sure if that was an earthquake or not, because I had it in a dream. Like I dreamt I had an earthquake. I felt an earthquake. And I never have dreams like that in England. So I'm pretty sure it probably was an earthquake that caused the dream, caused me to dream about an earthquake. And then another one was a bit stronger, I think. So the first one was maybe like a level 1. The second one was probably a level 2. And yeah, I think I definitely sort of like woke up and thought, okay, that's certainly an earthquake. And then the next one I felt when I was in like a large city. I was in a large city in you can tell I've woken up at 4:30. It's I'm recording this at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm really not awake yet. But I haven't had that much sleep, to be perfectly honest. I went to bed pretty late. I went to bed almost around 1 o'clock. I was just messing around on the internet, looking at bikes, funnily enough. And so I've had about 3.5 hours sleep, so please excuse me if my English isn't the best today. Anyway, I was in this large building, like a tall building, and just feeling it shaking, I guess. And that was about maybe a 2 or something, but today's was definitely the strongest I felt, or this morning's was definitely the strongest I felt. It was, I don't know, somewhere between 2 and 3, maybe 3. It was quite a bit of a shaking, and for some reason, like it went on for quite a long time. I'm not sure how long, but I remember like it was long enough to wake me up. And then I was lying there thinking like, what should I do? Should I just sleep? Or should I wake up? So I switched the light on and listened for a while, and then it seemed to go away. And I should have gone back to sleep then, but I just didn't feel tired. Sometimes that happens. If I've gone to sleep too late, then I wake up extra early the next morning, because I've disrupted, I've sort of broken my sleep routine. So that's what happened this morning, and I think being woken up rudely, a rude awakening by an earthquake is a good reason why you might not be able to get back to sleep so easily. But apart from that, actually, I wasn't sleeping in the same room as my wife last night. We're sleeping in separate rooms at the moment, and don't worry, we've not had like a big argument or anything like that. There's nothing wrong there. It's just that she has COVID, and it's the first time that she's had it. I think I've probably had it around 2 or 3 times. I've definitely had it once, and I think the first time I had it, I wasn't sure if I had it or not. The second time, I had a test, so I definitely had it. And the third time, I think I took a test then as well. So I've definitely had it twice, maybe 3 times. The third time I had it was it just before I came to Japan? Was it? I seem to remember having it. No, that was my father. He had it in December. Or did I have it in December first and then he had it later? I can't remember. It's only been, December's only like 5 months ago. I think coming to Japan has been such a big change that I can't remember these kind of things anymore. There's been so many new things to try and remember and focus on, and simple things like what happened 5 months ago and when did I last have COVID. It's like it's from a different world now. It feels like such a long time ago, even though it wasn't. Anyway, the point is, I've had it probably 3 times, and maybe the last time I had it wasn't that long ago, so perhaps I still have some immunity to it. I've heard that if you have like a vaccine, if you're vaccinated, then it should last for about 6 months, like the effect of the vaccine, like the protection you get from the vaccine should last about 6 months. And the same is true for your own immune system. So your body's ability to fight the coronavirus, fight the virus. I've heard that that's about 6 months too, but it's better than the vaccine. Like it's stronger, better at fighting off the virus than the vaccine. I mean, I don't know if this is true or not. It's all the information around coronavirus is constantly changing. So, if you want to be sure about that kind of thing, you'd best do some research. This is just something that I heard, I don't know how long ago now. So it might already be incorrect. Who knows? But yeah, she seems okay at the moment. I just did a lot of sleeping yesterday. And I think that's a good way to try and fight it off, like to sleep off the virus. That's what I usually do. I usually have like one day where I'm feeling pretty bad and I'm in bed for most of that day. And then after that, I slowly like get back to normal. But that first day is like the first day when you feel really bad. That's the worst day. But some people are very lucky and they have like very, very little in the way of symptoms. So, they don't have many bad issues. They don't get a cough, they don't get a temperature, they don't feel, like tired, or they don't really notice it that much. And then some people really don't notice it at all. Some people have it and they don't have any effect from it. That's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Because you have it, you don't know you have it, and you're going outside and giving it to other people. I hope that doesn't happen to many people. But anyway, so there you have it. That was my very rude awakening this morning. And because of that, that and being silly and staying up late last night on the internet, just browsing Amazon actually, and a bit of YouTube, doing some research about bikes. Because of that, I've only had 3.5 hours sleep. So I'll see how I feel today. At the moment, I'm feeling okay. Like yesterday, last night, I was almost certain I had COVID because I started feeling like a sore throat and a bit tired. And when I moved my head from side to side, it felt like slow and like a bit weird, like it does when you're just about to get a cold or COVID. So I don't know at the moment. I'll see how it goes. I might still have it. This kind of thing has happened before. Like I've thought, it feels like I'm getting a cold. And then later, maybe the next day, I think, no, it's gone away. That was lucky. And then later in the day, it just bang. It just like hits me like, oh, okay. I definitely have that cold. So yeah, sometimes I start to feel it and then then it goes away and then it comes back really strong. So who knows? But anyway, I certainly hope that I don't catch it. So we'll keep doing our like social distancing within our own flat, and fingers crossed. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. So until next time, bye bye.